Hi, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. The name is Hassan, and this channel is about my struggle to become a profitable day trader. Been trading about 3 years now, and it's still a struggle to be honest. I feel like I'm almost there, but there's just like a few things that are really holding me back. But anyway, I'm here. I'm trying. I'm streaming live every market open, so you guys can see my struggle, my trades, entries, exits, the good stuff, the bad stuff, all that stuff. So if you're into that and want to join me along with my journey, join me along on my journey, hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get to it. Today, I'm going over my trades. Um, so the biggest thing I wanted to do today was to not take any trades in the first 15 minutes. And I did that. I did that. But honestly, man, I feel like I missed out on really good entries. Um, I feel like I feel like trading three or four things in the first 15 minutes is like way overboard, right? Like an extreme left. But then I feel like completely not trading at all in the first 15 minutes is like an extreme right because I don't know, man. I feel like a part of it is FOMO that wants me to trade the market open, but it's also the most like crucial part. Like that's when the market makes its most volatile moves. And so to completely sit out that part, I guess doing that, there's probably going to be more days where there's nothing to trade at all. Like today, you could probably say, I mean, if you were wanting to trade a 15-minute candle today, I think Microsoft could have been impossible. That's the best looking 15-minute candle. But for the most part, the move was already made on all of these, and that's kind of where I feel like, am I really giving myself the best opportunity to win by sitting out the first 15 minutes? You know, um, I don't know. I think I'm kind of considering the five. You know, uh, but still not taking like the full like if I'm risking 3R, I don't want to put three trades on in the first 15 minutes. So, I think really one or two, and then if they don't work out, then I can save that last one for after the first 15 minutes. Look for that really nice setup. But um yeah, I don't know. I just feel like really missing out. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe take one or two trade, limit myself to two trades in the first 5 minutes. But I gotta wait for that 5 minute count. I think the 2 minute opening range breakout is probably dead. Um, but I think a 5 minute would be pretty decent. And then after that, I can look for my first ad on a 5 minute pullback. And yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. So and let's go over the trades for today, and then we'll see how I feel afterwards. So Google, man, I'm really upset with myself about Google because I've seen Google do this over and over, and I when I pulled it up, I looked at it and I was just like, this is choppy. It's a choppy mess. Um, but I think the daily is kind of what had me a little interested was that it was over the previous day's high, and I thought it could have possibly have a nice day. But a lot of the times Google does like the whole move in the first few minutes and then spends the rest of the day consolidating. And I'll get faked out a lot on those consolidations. Looks like it's about to break out now. But I'll get faked out a lot and I'll buy the chop that happens at VWAP and it's just not good. It's just not. It's not a good play. And I felt myself telling myself not to do it, and I just did it anyway, man. It's stupid, man. I'm just this is a bad trade. I recognized this pattern on Google, and I still bought it. Um, big move up, consolidation, minus 1R. All right. Yeah, so Google, it just whenever Google moves like this at the open with a huge wide range candle, it's done, man. It's done. Just don't even mess with it. QCOM. Man, QCOM was a nice trade, I think. Yeah, QCOM was nice. My first entry on QCOM, that sucked. This because I feel like this was a good entry. Um, hmm, yeah, yeah. It was a good. It was a nice pattern on the five, but the pullback is kind of extra. It's a little more aggressive than I would normally like to see, but I really like that hammer candle down there. But yeah, I mean, I could tell that it was kind of a aggressive pullback. Probably would have been better to wait on the 15, but then it would have been a really wide range entry, which makes it not a good entry. Whenever there's a wide range entry, and I feel like entering anyway, it might be a good time to enter as far as the price turning, but the risk to reward on that kind of entry just isn't good. So it just pass it up on that fact alone. So first entry was higher, high, higher low to VWAP, a 5 minute, uh, stopped, re-entered. We'll call that the 84% rule. And market rolled, stopped again. Yeah, so minus. Okay, so my second stop was break even. So that's cool. Um, all right, so second stop was break even, meaning I got the 2R on QCOM on the second one. So second trade was a good trade, a successful trade. It just didn't follow through. So I got my stop up to break even. Honestly, had I been really paying attention, well, I mean, yeah, really, I should have wanted to see it break a little bit more through that high. Yeah, there was no follow through over the high day, really. I don't know. Sometimes I'm thinking of just taking the first leg, instead of waiting for a pullback and a move up higher. Just take the first leg. Like when you start seeing the narrow candles at the top of the move, it's getting close to pullback time, but I guess I just felt like it could keep going. I mean, I think the market was just making a double top there, so I thought it had the potential to keep going. Yeah, I think the longs I was in, I think QCOM was a good long. Um, Microsoft was a good long. Nvidia was a good long, and I just think the market just rolled over and didn't cooperate with me. I thought Meta was a good long. Um, Kind of a wide range pullback here too. Yeah, this was kind of aggressive as well. So maybe not Meta. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm not. I don't feel like my trading decisions were really bad today, except for Google. I do regret Google. I feel like Google was bad. I feel like I have enough wisdom and experience with trading Google to know not to get in right there. So I'm a little disappointed in myself for getting in right there. Um, but QCOM, I feel like QCOM was a great, that was a great try. You got to try that one. It just stopped me out, and I'm not mad about getting back in either because I thought it looked pretty good. Made a higher, breaking this high right here, and then higher high, higher low, a really good ad. I'm good with both of those. I think I just needed to, when we got up to the high a day, I should have just gotten a little more aggressive with my stop. My boy Olu came and was like, "Oh, QCOM running into resistance, I would take profit." But that's just one thing that's really difficult for me to do is to take profit before I hit a target that I feel like is worth holding for. Shout out to my guy Olu for seeing that. Now looking back, it's clear as day that it was not gonna make it. I mean, it was a pretty solid move up too, so it was ready for a pullback. Would not have been a bad time to take profit. Take half off, bank a R and put the stop at break even. It's not bad. Um, hmm. Yeah, I struggle a lot with taking profit. When I don't get a home run, it's like I can't get anything, you know. Microsoft. Microsoft was a nice looking trade, man. I thought Microsoft was really good. Maybe not the best ad up here, but not a terrible ad either. Breaking over high of day. Um, Probably would have been better to wait for it to see if it was gonna hold before I added, but it really wouldn't have mattered because I still maintain 1R risk from the ad to this stop out, and so whether it stopped me out up here or stopped me out down here, I was definitely getting stopped out. But this was another higher low to VWAP on the 5. Just rolled over. -1R. And Nvidia, another trade that was pretty decent. Um, just rolled over, man. Rolled over with the market. It's like them days, man. You just can't win, and you just have to manage your trades because there's gonna be days like today where you just can't win. The SPY is rolling over. You got some really good long potential, some relative strength, but you get in and the SPY rolls over. What are you gonna do? All you can do is manage your risk and not blow up. You know, just like, hey, man, this wasn't a good day for me. This wasn't a good morning. Call it a day, man. So my Nvidia was another higher high, higher low to VWAP on the 5. Yeah, just added on higher low over um -1R. And Meta, man, I just had to keep coming back to Meta. It's so ridiculous to me how I get so convinced that a stock is gonna do something. Like convinced, like, oh man, I gotta get back in. Like, why? If it's not telling you that it's going, then don't. What's this? Yeah, 15-minute never triggered on any of these. Just a bunch of chop on the 5, really. Should have been avoided. Gotta avoid that chop, man. I hate it when I start buying choppy things again because I feel like my eye is getting pretty good as far as staying away from the chop. But choppy pullback. VWAP. Uh, -1R. But again, -1R. Um, yeah, Meta was straight chop. Meta was straight chop. And I wish I would have paid attention to this big red candle here. Um, those are usually pretty good signs that selling has arrived, you know. Selling has definitely arrived. So, really my main takeaway today is just be smart, man. Just when you got a feeling that okay, you've seen it before. I don't know. I'm just really disappointed in trading Google. I'm really disappointed in trading Google today because I've seen this so many times, and I couldn't help but get in again. It just feels so stupid. Yeah, this is just not a good trade. Not a good trade, man. Yeah, we were talking a little bit today in the live stream, which I will have linked right here at the end of the video. Just about, man, getting to the point where it's just like, bruh, this isn't working. And I've definitely been there a few times, but the thing that always brings me back is being able to see my mistakes clearly. Like the Google trade mistake. Um Meta, I can see where I could have stayed out of there, especially these big red candles. Nvidia's pullback was pretty aggressive. But Microsoft, man, Microsoft looked really good. I thought QCOM looked really good as well. You know, I can't really be mad at Nvidia. So really, my only ones I regret are my trades on Meta and Google, and that's 3R right there. So without those, it could have been, you know, just a negative 3R day, not a big deal. And hey, man, just come back tomorrow and try it again. But as usual, I'm just over trading, you know, just over trading. I, I, I'm not going to allow myself to raise my risk again until I can take my 3R max loss. Um, yeah, I think that's a really huge thing that I've kind of overlooked and wanting to raise my risk this last time was, you know, I was having green days, but a lot of the green days were days where I went really red and was able to trade myself out of the hole. And really there should have been an asterisk next to all of those green days that I went past my max loss, because in reality those should have been red days that I stopped trading because I went past my max loss, you know. So that was me not only rewarding good behavior by celebrating the end of the day with the green day, but using that as criteria to raise my risk. Like that was not good criteria to raise my risk. So all my red days should really just be three tickers. Um, there should be no four ticker red days. I don't think, because if I trade 3 in the morning and I stop out on 2 and I win on 1, then that's plus 1R. And I don't think I can take that third trade, because if I take a third trade while I'm plus 1R, then I'm risking break even, which means I'm giving back all my profits. And I just like, I think on principle, I need to not do that. So the only reason I think I should take a fourth trade is if two of them can go to break even, or two of them, let's see. If two of them go to break even and one of them stop out, then I'm minus 1R. And I think that's worth a trade. Yeah, I don't know, but being red past 3R, it just it should never happen. It's something that I can absolutely control, and I need to start building streaks of not breaking rules. You know, I had a nice Green Day streak, but I still had a lot of rule breaks within those within that streak. So does it really count? You know, have I really progressed in my discipline as a trader. No, the market was pumping and I was catching some good trades. But as a business, it's just not gonna work until I run it like a good business, you know. Looks like a good time to be long right now. But yeah, just I gotta manage the red days better. I gotta manage the red days better. You know, I've still yet to trade my rules like successfully, like an entire trading session where I don't break any rules. I have not had that. I don't think. Not often. Not often enough to be raising risk like I did, you know? So yeah, I just I got to step back quite a bit. I think I was really getting excited and feeling like I was there, but I think it was not based on what it should have been based on. And so now I just really want to focus on the main rules. So like hard rules. So I think number one is for sure no trades within first 5 minutes and no longs under VWAP. Um, three, no third trade or no fourth trade without getting a break even on at least one. Yeah, I mean, if you get to break even, it's like it's a free trade. So, hmm. Yeah, I think honestly, I think this could be something I could stick to. It's a good compromise. Taking out the 2 minute opening range breakout, and I'm gonna allow the five, but only on two. I can't take more than two trades in the first before the first 15. Two trades. Only two trades before first 15. And let's cut this. No longer under VWAP. Okay. I think that's pretty solid. So tomorrow, no trades within the first 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, I'm not even gonna have the 2 minute charts up. I'm just gonna have the 5 minute up. I mean, maybe we could have the 2 minute chart up just to see what's going on inside the 5 minute candle. But um definitely have a trade timer set for the first 4 minutes so I can't type any orders until that fourth minute so I can get orders ready for the close of the 5 minute candle. And then I can only pick two. So I take those two and then wait to take a third trade until after the 15-minute candle closes and see where a possible third trade could be. No longs under VWAP and no fourth trade until I either close a winner or move on to break even. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we'll try that in the morning and see how it goes. And we're not moving risk until I can get a streak of not breaking those rules. Which I think a week, 2 weeks, a month. I think 2 weeks will be very significant. You know. So we'll start there. We'll set a 2 week goal. No trades within the first five. Only two trades before the first 15, and no fourth trade without closing one trade, at least break even or with profits. And as always, no longs under VWAP. I think that's cool. I'm excited for that. See how it goes. Anyway, hit that like button for me, you guys. And let's get to it tomorrow morning, man. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Peace.